The first voting issue is going to be abuse. Look, I understand that you're only presenting alternatives parties as a way to demonstrate mutual exclusivity. However, you can't give yourself access to infinite alternatives. If you pick one, I can say, well, yes, they're equal on social issues, but the libertarians are awful on the economy because they advocate massive cuts. So the Democrats are net beneficial. Just because an option is not mutually exclusive does not mean it's net beneficial, but in order to prove that, I need a specific alternative to debate against. You can't give yourself infinite options, and so that's abusive. Next, referring to your mom analogy, you're basically telling me that I shouldn't say my mom is the best cook because Jeff's mom's a good cook and so is Ryan's. But asserting who's the best cook, I need to be able to make arguments that Jeff's mom makes really crappy desserts or Ryan's is awful at breakfast. We have to assess the entirety of a mom's cooking and not just say that because my mom, some other mom are equal aspect of one aspect of one cooking, that means all their cooking talents are relevant. What I'm saying is my mom makes a great dinner and avoids the bad desserts of Jeff's mom. But in order to make that claim, I need to know whose mom it is you're comparing to mine. Your case becomes really problematic when you explicitly say you're not advocating a new political party. The resolution says I need to prove my party of choice is the best option. You need to tell me who is better. Even if you can prove negative things about the Democrats, by not presenting a clear alternative, you're not proving the Democrats are not the best. On national security, any transition will include former government officials. When parties switch power in the United States, we don't fire the entire bureaucracy. Furthermore, Abdul Jalil has actually a pretty solid human rights record. During Gaddafi's regime, he fought against the false persecution of Belgian nurses, and post-Gaddafi has been a major advocate for democratic elections. He actually threatened to resign if elections didn't go through. The same applies to the other Libyan leader. As for Egypt, elections actually did happen, and Egypt's in the middle of a presidential one right now. While violence continues, the claim that's worse off is just not true. The UN reports the levels of violence and death have declined significantly post the removal of Gaddafi and Mubarak, and both countries are in the process of holding elections. Next, the reason I say domestic approvals ratings don't really matter here is because every single other alternative has worse ratings, so I'm always winning this, because you don't respond. Finally, the idea that you can just assert that other parties subsume my economic arguments is just not true. I clearly tell you the libertarians don't agree. So the libertarians equal on social issues but worse on economics, you should vote for me. If you're advocating the Greens, they may be on equal in economic issues, but in national security, though you criticize Obama's cautious response, your initial advocacy was that his response was too slow. You can't just shift and pretend now you're supportive of non-intervention because that wasn't your stance. Look, you're voting against my opponent because he shifts his advocacy, he doesn't present a clear alternative, and doesn't refute the arguments that on social, national security, and economic issues, Democrats are clearly the best choice.